All right, so this is the short tutorial on how to put up the banner over the overpass. Please watch this thing from beginning to end. There's a lot of important details to know. When you meet up to receive your supplies, you'll receive 2 banner batches in 2 different boxes, 1 for each side of the freeway. Also, you'll receive zip ties, scissors, a rag, and a bench to stand on and to sit. You should bring sunblock, possibly a chair, an umbrella for shade, snacks, maybe a charger for your phone. There should be 3 of you for each overpass. Have one person drive and drop the other 2 off with all the equipment on the left side of the overpass. The person who drops everybody off will go park their car nearby and then walk back to the overpass. When that person gets back, pull out the first banner, lay them face up very carefully on the ground. Do not drag them. And I can't stress it enough. Do not drag the banners on the ground at all. If you drag them on the pavement, it will put holes into it. Even just a little bit of dragging, it'll put holes or really bad scratches onto it. We want these to last forever, so please just make sure you're always lifting them and dropping them when you have to put them on. Never drag them on the ground. Now, after you put the banner on the ground, you want to weight the banners down so they don't go flying away because they are pretty light. So, if you've brought chairs with you, put the chairs on the banner. Also, the cardboard box that's now empty, you'll want to put something on top of that so it's weighted down so it doesn't blow away. So you'll want to start with the last word on the left side. So the last word of the message on the left side of the freeway that you're on. And so you usually want to start it on the furthest lane on the left. That's where you'll want to start the last word. And then you'll continue on from left to right. You'll attach the banner to the fenced wall on the overpass. Always attach the top first. You'll want to keep it level. Pull the zip tie nice and tight. Sometimes you're gonna attach a zip tie and then you'll see that the banner's a little bit loose. You'll want to just cut that zip tie off and try it again, and you want to get it so it's nice and tight. If it's loose, it's going to catch more air and the presentation won't be as nice. Oh, you want to put about 6 inches in between each banner. Now, usually I count like the little fence holes. I'll count about 6 of them in between each banner to keep the spacing perfect. But yeah, each individual banner is 1 word, and then we want like a small space in between each word. So yeah, we usually aim for about 6 inches. After you've done all the top ones, then go back down and go ahead and do the bottom. And also make sure those are nice and tight as well. After you finish the first banner on one side of the freeway, safely cross the street and do the banner on the other side. Please don't jaywalk. Be sure the words are in proper order, because you don't want to have to go back and redo this. So definitely take your time and make sure that each word is in proper order, because you are going to be doing them backwards. If you do a live broadcast, do not give your exact location. Trolls will call the police. They will call it in. They will try to get the police to come out and harass you. So people may be asking, where are you? I want to come see this. It's better if you don't say exactly where it is, because the trolls will call the police. And it's legal to do, but there is a bit of a question on whether we're actually allowed to attach them temporarily to the fence or not. After they're attached, really you're just waiting for traffic to end before you pull them down. So just, sit around, have a nice time, try not to get too much sun. If one of you has to go to the bathroom, it's probably better that 2 people stay back with the sign while 1 person goes. So if you're going to take a bathroom break, please try to do it 1 person at a time, but whatever you feel is safest at the time in your location. Please stay out of the street. Just be very, very careful. You never know what's going to happen, so just stay out of the street, stay on the sidewalk, be very careful. When it's time to take the banners down, you'll go ahead and cut the zip ties off. You got to be very, very careful when you're cutting the zip ties off that you're not cutting the banner. Just one little cut in the banner can turn into a large tear, completely destroying it. So take your time if you need to. And make sure you're cutting only the zip tie and not cutting the banner. Also be careful when you pull the banner off that you're, again, putting it on the ground face up, but do not drag the banner on the ground. Dragging the banner on the ground is really, really bad. After you've pulled down all the banners from one message, you'll align them on one side, and then you want to roll them up as tight as possible to get it back in the box that it came in. And as you roll it, you're going to see a lot of little pieces of gravel on there because the ground is very dirty. So you'll have a rag with you that we've supplied for you to wipe that off as you roll. You'll see what I'm doing here. You will get dirty. You know, these fences are dirty, so maybe don't wear white. You might possibly want to bring wet wipes or something like that to kind of wash your hands off, unless that doesn't bother you. But your hands will be pretty dirty after putting the banners up. It's possible the police may come. They may come and tell you you are not allowed to attach it to the fence, that you can hold it, but you can't actually attach it to the fence. If the cops come, please be nice and cordial with them. Don't harass them, and if they ask you to take it down, then just do as they say, and we may end up figuring out another way to do this. But don't argue with the cops. We want to keep a nice reputation with them. Just be very, very nice and do as they request. After you've collected all the supplies, have them all put together in one place. The same person that dropped you off can go get their car and bring it back and then pick you up, so you're not carrying all the supplies off by hand. And just make sure you have all your supplies so that you can bring back to me.